Just sitting here waiting for some people to show up. I was supposed to come on air yesterday, but ran into some problems. So I wasn't able to. So I decided to do it today. Hey, how you doing? Let me know if you can hear me, Elijah. Cool. Just waiting for some more people to show up. Then I'm going to start explaining the business idea. Cool. Thank you. I wanted to show my face, but I guess I hit the wrong button. Can you see my face? Yes, she's here.
We're doing it over here. We can get what it is for the long week. I was in that stage about a week ago when I was hurt. A long week for me at work. Still reorganizing, trying to get this place where I want it to be as far as police department. So I'm getting there. I'm going to do the promotions on June 1st. So I'm asking God to just give me wisdom and discernment on who to promote and who to put in key positions. That's it for me. Because we're so close together, hey, Derek put himself on good. But as far as I'm concerned, are you on mute, class? No, I signed in. I forgot. I came upstairs. I'm trying to find. I'm so sorry. Yeah, on my phone, but I'm there. I took the phone down and took it upstairs. Because I had signed in now. Yeah, I was saying we were worried because we had paid. I ain't know about the wrong. It was big that I was morning, so I'm up here home and stuff in the suitcase. We're just starting with a check.
Okay. Looks like I'm having a hard time. I think I'm just going to end this. Well, no, I may as well just keep going. And then the next one, I'll have my face showing. But anyway, it's been 9 minutes. So I guess people will come in later, see it on, when I say get off live mode. Well, as you all know, my name is Roderick Coleman, and I own Diaspora Kicking the BOBO. And Diaspora Kicking the BOBO is a channel that basically tells you about, people who are in the diaspora, whether you are African American, British American, Brazil American, long as you are of African descent. And one of the things that I'm doing now is talking about a business program that I created 3 years ago. I've talked to lawyers, I've talked to people, I've explained this business to them, and everybody likes it. It's called the Family Pod. And the reason why I came up with the Family Pod was that I have two businesses, and one of the things that I noticed that when I first started, it seemed like everybody was getting money but me. I was paying out a lot of money, but no money was coming in. And the millionaires and the billionaires was getting my money. I now make money, but back then I could have closed down because paying rent, paying for products and different things like that, and paying for licenses to run the business, paying other people money, and everybody was collecting but me, and I was getting angry with that. So I was sitting down thinking one day, what can I do to come up with ideas to basically make money and help other people make money? because one of the things anybody will tell you about me is that I'm not one that likes to give money to rich people, you know. I just don't believe in that. So I was sitting down in my chair thinking, what can I do to make money that, you know, that I can rely on? But in order to make money, there's some people, everybody's going to have to make money on you, but I wanted to keep it to a certain group of people. And that certain group of people have to be, other people like me, you know. And I want to tell other people how to make money without giving it to the millionaires and the billionaires. So I'm sitting down thinking about groups. And when I thought of the family pod, this is how I thought of the family pod. I was sitting down watching cable, and there was a bunch of there was a show on called Killer Whales, and they were in a pod, and all of these killer whales, there was about 50 in a pod, and each one had their job that they had to do, and they did it with concise, and they did it with extreme prejudice when they hunted. And I was like, wow, everybody knew what to do. Then I was thinking, well, what if I can create something that everybody will have to join and everybody will feed off of each other? See, the family pod is about starting a business on your own and being your own boss and not allowing other people to basically make money off you without you making money first. Okay, let's say we have 10 people, and you have, in these 10 people, you have one person who sells food, one person who sells water, one person who sells car parts, one person who sells cookies, one person who sells bread, and another person who sells pizza. Well, what you have to do is that each one of these people will basically buy from each other. No one else but each other. You see where I'm going here? And when you join this pod, we sign a contract that says before we go to anyone else, we will buy from each other. Now, the product must be good. You know, let's say I sell t-shirts. Before you go to Walmart's or anywhere to buy a t-shirt, you'll buy it from me. Now, I'm gonna slow up here and I'm gonna tell you why this is important. This is important because everybody thinks the economy is gonna go down. And when you join the family pod will protect you from, when the economy basically just blows up. You know, everybody knows it's coming. But when you have all of these people protecting one another, it's like being in a family. You protect family members. If one family member eat, all family members eat. It's one thing about us. We will protect each other because the economy is going to go down. And you know who gets richer when the economy goes down? Somehow, some way, the millionaires and the billionaires continue to make money while inflation is going up. Bread was once $1, then it went to $1.50. Now it's $2.50. Some of it is three. Depends on where you go. Milk then went up. Everything is went up. That means that the millionaires and the billionaires are making all the money. You sit back and when you look, you go, why is the gas prices going up? Because Russia and Ukraine is at war. What do Russia and Ukraine being at war have to do with me? Nothing. But yet everything is blowing up. That's their excuse to charge you more so that they can make more money. But when you join the family pod, and we shop within our own network, we don't have to worry about that at all. We are reliant on each other for survival. And none of us are millionaires and billionaires, but guess what? We will make a whole lot of money. The idea for the pod is to have 10,000 people or more in the pod. And each 10,000 people sell whatever they want to sell, and we buy from each other. That's how that works. Now, I suggest that if you live in Minnesota, say for where I live, and you are a baker, but if you live in Chicago and you're a member of the pod, I wouldn't buy a cake from someone in Minnesota because they have to ship it. But let's say t-shirts is a good, if I live in Minnesota and there's a t-shirt that I'm selling that you like, then that's good because we can ship it. But I wouldn't suggest food or anything like that. But you can open any business that you want to open in this pod. Nobody has any say so. The government, no one. We sell within each other. Let's say that you are a person that likes to cut hair, but you don't have a barber shop. You join the family pod and they can call you, set up an appointment, and you can go to their house or you can come to their house. And with 10,000 people in there, man, you can have a lot of customers. We want way more than 10,000 people, but 10,000 people is the idea basically to start this up to make sure that it is running. I've already got some people in the pod that already agreed to join the pod. They signed up already. You know, this pod is the greatest idea, you know, since Bill Gates, since the guy Jeff Bagel. And here's why. People listened to my idea and they said it was great. And I had certain people who said, "Wow, I don't see it." Well, they didn't when they saw Jeff Bagel running his business outside of his garage. They didn't get that. When they saw Bill Gates in his garage running his business, they didn't get that. But look, Bill Gates got $84 billion now. This will work because we're keeping the money within the family. And when you keep the money within the family, guess what? We all eat. And don't let nobody tell you that this won't work because it will work. Because I'm guaranteeing you that if I need to buy socks, I won't buy it from another store. I'll buy it from you if you sell socks. That's my promise to you. And it will be a great deal. Now, this family pod will help us in the long run. I mean, you can join this family pod. Anybody, number one, anybody can join the family pod. You can be 16 years old and join the family pod. You can be in college and join the family pod. As a matter of fact, you're going to have a lot of college students joining it because guess what? They're going to be wanting to make money to stay in school and pay for their books. You can make as much money as you want. But you see, the thing about it is, is that when you get in, you can do whatever you want to do. And guess who is your advertisement? Your advertisement is the family pod. You don't have to spend $10,000, $20,000 on advertisement. Just being in the family pod is your advertisement to each other. That's how that works. That's your advertisement to each other. I remember having to give somebody $1,000 that I didn't have. And I'm like, wow, here goes some more money that I got to pay to someone else. for my business and I'm not getting any money and I'm just running out of money. And everybody is so happy and glad to take my money. And I'm almost out of business, giving my money up, not making money. But this family pod will help you make money because guess what? We're not taking your money. We're helping you get money. And you might say to yourself, why are you worried about everybody making money? You know why? The simple fact is I care. It was my pet peeve. Always been my pet peeve. Every time I see somebody running out of business because they couldn't, you know, pay the bills because other people will get their money. And then they make you go get a loan, which you got to pay 10, 20% back, you know. And then when you run out of business, you still got to pay them money. You know what I'm saying? Now, this family pod, in order for it to work, everybody annually pays $100 a year. That's it. That comes with advertisement, everything, uh, technology, everything. And it's going to be great. Think about it. You have access to 10,000 or more people only for $100 a year, not a month, not a week, a year. I blow $100 every week on lunch at work, coffee, pop, just little junk. But now I'm going to be making money with that off that $100. This idea that I created is one of the best ideas in the world. All we have to do is shop amongst each other. And when you shop amongst each other, you just guaranteeing each other that I'm going to shop with you. If you have my product, I'm going to have your product. And I'm going to give you the web page several times during this meeting. It's familypod.godaddysites.com. And the next time I present, I'm going to have a lot of things in place so that you can see visually. But I've been saying that I'm going to do this for like 4 months now, and something always came up and I couldn't get on here and present it. And so now that I'm getting on here and present it, a lot of people that wanted me to present, they didn't know I was going to come on Sunday when I was supposed to come on Saturday. But people, the economy is going to go, and you're going to get caught in it. You're going to lose your jobs. People are going to lose their jobs. People are going to lose their um, retirements. Remember the last time in 2008 when the economy fell and a lot of people had good retirements, but they lost their retirement. Then all of a sudden they were standing up in Walmart as a greeter, complaining about the millionaires and the billionaires filed bankruptcy and they lost their money. Then you saw on television how they were getting bonuses for $60 million, $70 million. Even lower management was getting $20 million. But yet you you lost everything. But if you got your own business, you can't lose anything. And you are your own boss. And you're not giving them any of your money. If you live in the same state, you can do anything you want to do. Anything you want to do. Because any and everything is for sale. Now, check this out. If you are older and you are retired, you can make as much or less money as you want to make. Some people might say, well, my retirement is $3,000 a month. All I need is an extra $1,000 and I'm doing good. Then all you need to do is make $1,000 a month. Then that's what you advertise for in the pot. But you got to make way more than that. It's just the way it is. If you are a student and you want to pay for books and you go, well, I want to sell I want to sell socks. Then I would have to buy socks from you. If you are a baker and we live in the same state and I have a birthday party coming up, I will have to go to you to buy the birthday cake. Think about it. 10,000 people, that's 10,000 birthday cakes. Not only that, those 10,000 people got family members, weddings, anniversaries, just parties. Say you fancy yourself as a good cook and you can fry chicken wings very well. And if your chicken wings are very good, guess what? We'll go to you if we stay in the same state for your chicken wings. There are so many things that you can do within this family part that we will have to basically give you our business. One of the things that I like to do is travel. I like to go outside of the continent. I've been on three different continents several times. Actually, four different continents, including Europe. I prefer to go to South America and mostly Africa. You know, Europe's, I've been to Europe twice, but, probably won't go to Europe too much. Most of my travels would be basically Africa or South America, other than the United States. But the thing about it is, this pod will allow me to make the money to do what I like doing best, which is travel. I don't have to ask anybody for vacation time because I'm the boss. Make as much money as you want. Older people are going to find this one of the best things ever. Younger people are going to find this one of the best things ever, especially those that are in college. And you know what? 16-year-olds. You might have a 16-year-old that says, hey, I just want to sell some bracelets that I'm pretty good at making. Boom. Should make thousands and thousands of dollars because people will buy it. Somebody might want to sell shoes. I'll have to buy my shoes. Because of COVID, people are ordering stuff all over the computer. Anyway, what I'm saying is we can order it between each other. My daughter, she orders stuff. She orders her groceries from Cubs. They have to bring it to her. She orders all of her clothes and stuff when she want to go to Target. They bring it to her. COVID changed the world. People are starting to order things now. But what I'm saying is, instead of Target, order from your pod. Now, this pod sounds a little bit like Costco and Sam's Club. The only difference is we don't have a building. You see what I'm saying? We don't have a building. We order from each other. Think about that. Think about that. When I was coming up with this idea, I thought about Sam's Club and Costco. And I was like, wow, this could work. And it's cheap. So when we do this, we're going to do it right and correct. Now, when we say that it's only $100 a year annually, which is really cheap, I was talking to a lawyer. He said that's worth $5,000 a year. Yep. But we're only going to do because, like I say, I care and I'm not in it for the money. And the money that basically that you put in here goes to hire people who can help keep the system together. That's going to help us, order from each other and keep our names, you know, in the name of our business in the system so it won't go down. That's what that's for. And then guess what? In the very near future, when we start getting people to become a part of the program, we're going to have our own warehouse. Well, we order from our own warehouse. So we are going to order inside from our own warehouse, which will create jobs for people who don't want to join the pod, who like working for other people. Let me tell you something. I discovered I didn't like working for other people a long time ago. That's why, I became managers and directors of agencies because I didn't like doing what a lot of people told me to do. I would have first of all, I had the supervisor I had to listen to. Then I had to listen to the manager. Then I had to listen to the director. Then I had to listen to the COO. Then I had to listen to the CEO. So I decided to move up and get promoted. And once I got promoted, I went up the ladder all the way to CEO. But even in when you're CEO, you have people telling you what to do. I just don't like working for other people. This will help you not to work for other people. I don't like people telling me what to do when I know what I'm doing and I know what I'm doing is right. Now, I had a healthy career working for other people. They loved my work, but still, I wanted to work for myself. And that's what I do now. But the problem is that even though I work for myself, you know, and I make money, I don't make a whole lot of money, but I make enough to make me middle class. Here's the thing. I own a culture specific treatment chemical health agency. And I barely get clients because people don't refer them to me. So I have to go out and get my clients. You know how many African Americans out there or black people out there that needs my help, but yet the others don't refer them to my agency? They have their own special agencies that they like who probably give them kickbacks to refer to them and they make millions of dollars. I'd be sitting back going, wow. Even my DWI program, out of everybody that gets DWI, guess what? I rarely get clients. When I'm probably in this field, I have 22 years of experience in this field. I have degrees, a BA degree, and an AA degree. Now, there may be somebody that has 23 years worth of experience, and I got 22. There may even be someone who has two master degrees in this business, like I have, but they don't have both the 22 years and the education. But yet, and that's why I created this business because I didn't want to rely on them for anything. Relying on them is like putting my business in their hands and they can say, well, we're going to stop. And then they can shut you down anytime they get ready. That's the state. And guess who owns the state? The millionaires and the billionaires. I keep talking about the millionaires and the billionaires, and you're probably saying, this dude got a problem against millionaires and billionaires. Yeah, I do. And y'all should too. They make enough money for their children's 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 children won't go broke. Why don't you think the same way? First thing I think about is legacy. What am I going to leave my children for legacy? Half of us can't leave a legacy. When we die, we barely got insurance. We can't leave them anything so that they can have a hand up on something. I want my children and my grandchildren to have a legacy. So when they want to do something, they don't have to start from the bottom. They can say, my granddad or my dad left us this. Don't you know that when someone leaves you a legacy, that gives you a foothold into prosperity? When you're left nothing, you have to start from the bottom, and it is hard to start from the bottom. But in this pod, you can create your own legacy. Your own legacy. And I tell you this, that's what I'm about. I started this because of a legacy. I talk to my children and grandchildren all the time. I want a legacy to leave to you all. I don't know. Don't get me wrong. I'm not planning on dying anytime soon here because I'm not, and I got grandbaby, but I'm not that old. I'm in my 50s. I'm not that old, you know. In the next stream that I live stream and I do, you'll be able to see my face, you know. But hey, this is Diaspora Kicking the BOBO. So if you can see some of my other videos and join, not only that, this is what will happen. When we get people to join this pod, you will be able to do your own YouTube videos to let the other pod members know who you are. And they will be instructed to basically, what do they call that? Subscribe to you. Think about it. You get all of these subscriptions from everybody that's in the pod, you'll be getting paid from YouTube. See what I'm saying? You'll be getting paid from YouTube because guess what? As soon as you join, I'm going to subscribe to you so I can hear about your products. You'll subscribe to me so you can hear about my products. Think about it. If we get 50,000, 100,000 people in this pod, which all over the world, they got 8 billion people on the planet. If you can just get 100,000, you can get rich. And everybody will be joining your YouTube and you'll get money just from that. You can just come on for 3 minutes and say, hey, my name is Justin and my pod name is Justin Cares. And I come on, say, subscribe, and you get over 10,000, 15,000 subscribers, you'll be getting paid for that. But we got to work together to get this pod people in it so they can join so we can make our money. You have to share this video with other people. Now, this is my first video, so kind of, not nervous because I've done videos before, but this is the first one I've done live. So, I will be continuing to explain this program and it will get better. It will get better. The explaining will get better, and maybe next time more people will be on here and they can ask questions in reference to it. Here's my personal email address. Is Roderick Coleman at yahoo.com. Simple email address. RODERICK one word at yahoo.com. Contact me. And we can have a dialogue. Now, people who are in the diaspora, this will do them good. This program will do them good. They'll be able to sell at Western prices and live in other countries where it's basically very affordable to live. As a matter of fact, some of them have great ideas of going overseas to start businesses, but when they get there, they don't have the income to keep the business going. But if they join this pod, guess what? They will. This pod is great, man. And we're going to get better at explaining it. You know, I'm looking at a blank screen because I didn't put my face up here, but I'll do it next time. Made a lot of mistakes here, but we're going to get better at it. Join this pod. I'm going to give you um, the web page again to go to, and that is http familypod familypods dot godaddysites.com. That's http familypods familypods dot godaddysites.com. That's the pod. That's the pod's webpage. You can go to it, you can read it, see it for yourself. Excellent, excellent program. And with that, I'm going to come back to you next Saturday at 7 o'clock, and it'd probably be set up a little bit better, but I just promised everybody that I would come on this week, and here I am. So I want you to know that I'm thinking about you, and I'll see you next week at 7 o'clock. Bye bye. Remember to subscribe